Imagine a tank that combines incredible speed, modern weaponry, and protection from the most dangerous threats. This is not just another tank on the battlefield. This is a tank that literally changes the rules of the game. Today we will talk about a tank that has become a symbol of Japan's military power, the Type 10. You will be surprised by how modern it is and why many experts consider it one of the best tanks in the world. The Type 10 tank was developed by Japanese engineers with the goal of creating a lighter, more mobile fighting vehicle suited to the unique conditions of Japan's terrain. Japan is a country with many mountainous areas and islands, where large heavy tanks cannot operate effectively. Therefore, when developing the Type 10, the focus was on mobility and compactness. This tank is the result of over 10 years of development, starting in 2000, and became the main battle tank of the Japanese Army in 2012. Externally, the Type 10 looks relatively compact for a tank. It is 7.7 meters long with the gun, 3.24 meters wide, and 2.3 meters high. For a combat vehicle, this is not much, especially considering it is equipped with powerful protection systems and weaponry. Its smaller size allows it to quickly maneuver along difficult routes, which is especially important in the Japanese landscape. The Type 10 weighs around 44 tons, which on one hand is not much for a modern MBT, but on the other hand, it makes the tank much more mobile compared to its heavier counterparts, such as the American Abrams or Russian T-90. These 44 tons are the result of combining durable yet lightweight materials, such as composite armor and special metal alloys. This allows the tank to effectively withstand hits from anti-tank missiles and shells, while still being fast. The equipment of the Type 10 is a real pride of Japanese developers. The main weapon of the tank is a 120mm smoothbore gun. It is capable of effectively destroying any target at long range. But here's the interesting part. The gun has an auto-loader, allowing the crew to focus on aiming and firing rather than manually loading shells. This reduces reload time and increases firing accuracy. But that's not all. The Type 10 is also equipped with a fire control system, which includes high-precision sights, infrared sensors, and optical sensors. All of this allows the tank to shoot even in poor visibility conditions, such as at night or in smoke. This makes the tank capable of dealing with threats in any environment, making it even more dangerous to the enemy. In addition, the Type 10 features a protection system that includes not only armor but also active protection elements. This is a kind of dynamic armor that can intercept a shell before it hits the tank. This system is capable of neutralizing many threats, such as anti-tank missiles and shape-charged shells. Thanks to such technologies, the Type 10 significantly increases its survivability in combat. One of the most important features of the Type 10 is its engine. It is powered by a 1500 horsepower turbo diesel engine, which allows the tank to reach speeds of up to 70 km per hour on flat terrain. On rough terrain, its speed and maneuverability become even more important. Thanks to the engine's power and the modern transmission, the tank easily overcomes challenging areas such as mud, sand, or even mountain roads. But what's even more impressive is its range, around 400 kilometers on a single tank of fuel. This means the Type 10 can operate actively during missions without the need for frequent refueling, giving its crew more freedom to maneuver and carry out operations in remote areas. Another important feature of the Type 10 is its ability to integrate into networked communication systems. This means the tank can be not only an autonomous combat unit but also a part of the overall information network of the Army. The communication system allows for data exchange with other combat units and receiving information from the command and other tanks, giving the tank an additional advantage in teamwork and coordination of actions. It's worth noting that the Type 10 was created with the new challenges of modern warfare in mind. It had to be not only powerful and protected but also easy to maintain, fast to deploy, and high-tech. Japan uses this tank not only for the defense of its territory but also in peacekeeping missions carried out by Japanese peacekeeping forces. Despite being a relatively new tank, the Type 10 has already demonstrated its effectiveness in various drills and joint operations. The Japanese military actively uses it in maneuver exercises where quick repositioning and effective target destruction are essential. The tank also participates in training with allies such as the United States, which allows Japan to strengthen its defensive capabilities and better integrate into international military structures. What's even more remarkable is that the developers didn't stop there. Work is already underway to modernize and improve the Type 10. Japanese engineers are actively working on new protection systems, improved fire control systems, and even unmanned technologies that will be used for reconnaissance and battlefield support. So with each passing year, this tank becomes even more advanced. Now let's talk a bit about the future of the Type 10. Japan is a country with limited resources and territory, so its army must be as efficient as possible. The Type 10, with its mobility and cutting-edge technology, is perfectly suited to the modern demands of warfare. But Japan also knows that the enemy doesn't stand still. Therefore, while the Type 10 is one of the most advanced tanks at the moment, development continues, and in the future we might see even more powerful and protected vehicles. But despite all these achievements, Japan, like other countries, has limitations on the number of tanks that can be in service. The Japanese constitution imposes strict limitations on the military, which restricts both the number of tanks and their usage. Nevertheless, each Type 10 tank is an important link in the country's defense strategy and is meant to ensure security in the face of an unstable situation in the East. In conclusion, it can be said that the Type 10 is not just another tank. It embodies a modern approach to weapon development, high-tech, protected, and mobile. This tank is ready for any challenges. In the coming years, we will likely see even more innovations and improvements that will make it even more powerful and effective. And while it is used in limited numbers, its significance for Japan and the global military community is difficult to overestimate. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the Type 10, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new interesting videos about military technology, innovations, and history. Leave a comment about what you think of the Type 10 and what else you would like to learn. We always welcome your questions and suggestions.